That was very, very impressive. If only we had more Hertz jump rope to go along with that one.
Well, I think we've reached the point where it's going to be the end of the dodgeball. The players, they're here. The people have come. We are ready. Pick bands should be coming in here soon. Soon. The TF2 trademark word.
So we're just waiting for one more player to join on the side of Madmen. Oh, he's actually in spec, so I'm sure we'll be seeing it.
Well, in the meantime, we may as well plug what we've got. I mean, it is Midsummer Cup right now. There will be some other Summer Cups coming up. And on a global scale, there's also Esports Arena this January. I'll be one of the casters there, thanks to this incredibly generous community, helping donate to get me out there. But that's definitely something to pay attention to. And talking about donations, throw some money over at 7, which is Crowns, basically Crowns and Full Tilt kind of mixing together, which will be the European team. So go donate to them. They need some cash. And now the pick and bans are coming in here. Hertz and Madman banned Gully after Ewell and MT banned Bagel.
I'm actually quite disappointed to not see Bagel for the last map. I mean, it was a map, special to just this Midnight Summer Cup. So, not seeing it on final, even if the players don't like it, it's actually quite disappointing that we won't be seeing it. But on the other side, MT picking Snakewater. So that's the first map pick and the first confirmed map that we will be playing here for this grand final. So it's going to be an interesting one for sure. Typical map.
Am I crazy? Where do you see the Snakewater pick? I'm blind.
It is in Slack.
Oh, well, that's not fun. I wanted to real time commentate this. Gosh darn.
Well, we gotta keep.
Here we go. Ewell is ready. We pick Snakewater.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Wow, that was
no
really surprising.
Idea. So that happened. Snakewater is the first map that is confirmed. That's where we're.
That's where we're going.
Never mind. I see why they messaged it. Because they changed maps. I think mid picks. Hertz picked process for the Madmen, and I don't know what our final map.
Product, won't it? If I'm correct, rather than Koth process. But at least we do get a Koth map for the final. I mean, we miss out on Bagel, but it's not that much of a bother if we have a Koth map in there, because Koth maps, the most exciting gameplay comes out of Koth maps. And we've seen some good air shots, seen some good pipes, seen a lot of good rockets and good players. But I think a lot of those things are really, really emphasized on Koth maps, especially, Scout Synergy. I discussed it earlier on how, the Scout Synergy from Xenophobia Phobia was really nice. And even though they're not playing in this map, it'll be playing in this grand final. It'll be exemplified by a Koth map. And even then, the nice pipes and rockets we've been seeing should also be very well present for this grand final.
Yeah, I'm slowly loading. Slowly loading. Standing client info. And I don't know what the tiebreaker is. If you give me a minute, I will see if I can contact Hertzy and see what he's.
So just to reiterate again, Yule banned from MT. This is going to be MT versus Madmen, by the way. Yule did ban Bagel. Hertz banned Gullywash. Yule then picked Snakewater and Hertz picked Process, which I assume is going to be Product, the competitive version of that map.
And oh man, you're Kiwi, so we have no Australian content here. We got a European cameraman, we've got the Canadian caster, and then we got a disgusting Kiwi caster too. Wow. There's no Australians in the Australian Summer Cup.
There really isn't. I didn't consider that whatsoever. At least we have Australian players. I mean, imagine if this was an Asia Fortress cast. Then it would truly be...
Who casts Asia Fortress? No one anymore. I mean, some people say they do, but they don't actually. They're not actually going to do it. And then yeah, I got info. The deciding map's going to be Badlands after this, so that's going to be the trifecta: Snakewater, Process, Badlands. And those are 3 maps that I want to cast. I'm glad.
I can't talk right now, I'm sorry.
I think I somehow broke DBJ off saying absolutely nothing wrong. It was not my fault. I think he must be getting messaged with some outside interference. But we'll be going live soon.
First map are going to be Snakewater, MT versus Madmen. So, going to see awesome grand finals for the Midsummer Night's Cup. We do have next map. We'll be just going over it again. Next map will be Process, and tiebreaker is Badlands. It looks like.
Yes, that is what I said when I broke you.
Oh, sorry.
I've got some issues. Something's wrong with this version of Snakewater. I see no stakes. In NA, we play the version with stakes. Something's wrong.
Stakes. What?
Snakes. I'm still a little sick. Give me a break, GBJ.
I think
and I've been informed. I've been informed this is the official map, not U14, which is what us North American ESEA players play. So we're snakeless on Snakewater. Feels bad.
I hate being stakeless on Snakewater. You know, mistakes are my favorite feature of this map, honestly. And you know, Dreamboat obviously cares about going live
4,
as we speak.
3, 2, 1. Let's get it done.
So Dreamboat is going to be happily taking us into this first mid here. This is Madmen versus MT.
Yeah, absolutely. We got the nice rollout coming in here from Yoli's, getting there nice and quickly onto this mid. He's going to be beating Hertz by a little bit. Misses on his first sticky. And that's just going to be the exchange there. Neither demo takes damage early on. And now we have the teams funneling into this mid fight. Getting ready to go. Ohai, Vanquish pushing forward. And now it's Nat and Locke going for aggressive bombs. Nat cleaned up instantly. But Ohai will clean up Yule. That's one pick back the other way. Ciceris does grab a Locke. And now the aggression's coming back in here from MT. They picked off Hertz. Picked up a couple others. Ohai in a lot of trouble. He gets cleaned up. Vanquish should go down here as well. And now it's just going to be Vanna alive. He's running away. Aklevi, hot on his tail, cleans him up. The pyro sensation Aklevi. And that's your opening match.
That was just a case of knowing who read the book better. Absolute textbook players from both teams. Nat's going to peek in into second there, but he's going to get taken down solo. Really, to make that work for the side of Madmen, they needed to do something the other team wouldn't expect and they couldn't adapt for, because both teams, they played it perfect, well, not perfectly, but they played it textbook style, the way that you need to push the right points and get the players where they need to be, and it worked out more in the favor of MT there. So Ohai's on the sniper, he's pushed all the way back, he's just waiting for players. They do have to continue with a heavy and a sentry for this last push, so they're going to be pushing him from the left. The Uber is used off Jono. MT pushing him. They don't see the sentry, but he's going to take it down. No, he's not going to get enough damage out onto it. It's still up, just going down now. The heavy goes down at the same time. Locke's quite hurt. Hurt's has taken no damage so far. He's getting some damage off, but he's just going to get absolutely swarmed. Vanquish the last player, and they're just going to walk onto the point and get the cap time that they need. That was a good round from the side of MT there for that last push. I'm surprised the sentry didn't catch them off more, because it was just a Uber onto a scout, but no, they took down the heavy at the same time, so that was great.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, because like that sentry gun, it didn't go down in that Uber. It stayed up forever, but somehow they just got all the kills other than it, and it seemed to work out. Now we're in this next mid. It Hurts is again throwing out some stickies at Yule. No one has really connected on this one yet. Now Kalevi's going up aggressive there, pressuring into Ohai. He's got Yui on the ground with him. Now it's GR getting right in there. He hits a nice rocket on top of Ohai. An absolutely beautiful pick there. Lovely shot and a couple of lovely scattergun kills coming in from Yui. Kalevi grabs another one. Sister is going to pick one up out of the rocket. And again, it's just Vanna running away, except Vanna, look at his positioning. He is very much caught. Oh my lord, he's running on his mid. He's trying to... No, he's waiting for, I guess, Yui to come in here. Except Yui's not going to go that way. No. He is all alone on an island. Vanna... Man, what do you do? Can he kill Yui here? Oh my lord, can he get Yui? Steps on the point, gets what's up. Oh no, he gets cleaned up. Yui's too smart for that absolutely beautiful pick.
I was really hoping for at least an attempt at a taunt kill. Hurts there, trashing his own teammate. He did waste so much time standing all the way back there, but anyway, we've got some kills going off on the right side, just on the right side. The Uber is used out of Jono again, going straight onto this heavy, so much damage dealt to him, we really can't do a thing. Locke's going to jump onto the point, and Vanquish is just running around with his mid, trying to get some damage out, but they're all so hurt, and they're just going to go down. That is another point going the way of MT.
Well, hopefully Vanna doesn't get cut too far behind on this next mid, because that dismantled them.
That really did. He wasted so much time. He had, I think he had about 68% Uber. They could have held that much better if he'd managed to get back to his team. But I guess he tried to go for something cheeky and it really didn't work out there.
Well, and now rolling back into this mid, it's going to be GR going into the opposing kitchen. Nat is actually just going to mirror him perfectly. It's going to be who can get the pick on that soldier. Yu is running right in there, should clean up that. GR's already down. They're actually just going to elect to ignore Nat as a Clavey has picked off Vanquish and Ohai. That's a nice 2k for him. However, the frags coming back in strong for Madman. Yui and Jono are going to run away. Cicerus will get out as well.
So Nat's actually chasing them all the way back on the ramp. He's onto Jono. He gets a nice rocket, but it doesn't deal that much damage onto any players, really. So that's going to be
you really
a nice
think
play,
jumping into Yui is going to work? You really think jumping into Yui is going to work? He is too good. He is a monster. And that is exactly what happened. He annihilated that soldier, and now it's looking like they're going to be going forward here. GR doing a lot of work. Actually, it's going to be popped off. Locke gets that Uber taken onto him. He hasn't found anything yet. Trying to get in on Jono. He gets cleaned up instantly. Yule's just got Vanna alone here. Spaces him out, and now this is going to be the roll forward coming back in here. GR pressuring around. He gets right in on top of Vanna. Hits a nice rocket. Will go down, but that is a absolutely beautiful pick there coming in from him. Now it's going to be Yui jumping around here. They clean up Ohai. Looking for Vanquish as well. They know he's in behind. Yui's watching for it, and I don't think he's going to get anything. Actually, he gets right in there on top of Jono. Can he get him? No, absolutely flawless save there from Cicerus to keep him alive. Nat now in behind, and he gets cleaned up by the lovely shots from Yui.
He should not have gotten that close and gotten him so low whatsoever. The team was clumped around him. They knew he was behind, but he managed to actually nearly take him down, and that would have been absolutely huge. But anyway, Hertz really needs to, back out with his team. Locke is electing to stay in a little bit, but the combo is going to walk straight into him. He's finally decides to get out, nearly craters, but he does manage to make it out. So that's going to end well for him. Is this second going to be held? That's the real question for right now.
Yeah, and here comes this push flying in there. Clavey is just rolling forward, and it's actually going to be kind of a fallback here. Now Locke getting right in on top of Jono. He pops him up, gets the force off. That is a crucial force coming in there. They will get Vanquish. Ohai is still in behind, but Vanna has lived. Vanna has gotten out, and he should be coming up, should get the Uber eventually.
He's behind, going on to second. He's on a Clavey. He's delayed that cap just like a good chunk. He's getting a lot of damage out. He takes him down. He steals the health pack off him too.
Well, on the other side, Hertz just started walking forward, and Hertz picked off Yule, picked off Yui.
Oh, wow.
So those are actually two massive picks there from Hertz. That's going to get the second back in the hands of the Madmen. And they will be in a good position here with that Uber advantage, with the player advantage to hopefully roll into mid.
So he really didn't even need to get that kill, to be honest. He delayed it for a good amount of time, and Hertz took that opportunity. And then even getting the kill on top of that was absolutely amazing for taking back that second point. So that's really going to help them for pushing into this mid. And it was that went from what could have been a very dominant last from the side of Madmen to being them being pushed back all the way into mid. I mean, on the side of MT.
Well, now it looks like MT are going to go, and they drop GR. They do swap out for Ohai, so not the end of the world there. I'd take a scout for Roamer trade any day, and we'll see. I don't think MT want to go off that, but they're thinking about it. You can tell.
Locke's got a very aggressive position there on Saw. He got a good amount of damage, and it was a bit of a CSGO term, off angle. I don't think they were expecting that whatsoever. He didn't really get too much work with from it.
Yui. Look at that. Yui just tried to run in there. Hertz hits him with a really nice pipe, but that could have gone completely different. That will open up things. Madmen are starting to move forward with a lot of aggression coming into the saw, but GR is coming in here to pinch him off, forces that Uber off. He should get cleaned up, but that's an early force, and Jono still hasn't popped yet, so this is absolutely beautiful. He pops just in time, would have dropped to that rocket.
Ooh,
and now they haven't actually grabbed anything with this Uber. Cicerus should have rolled forward, although there is Locke in behind a Clavey. He's going to clean them up nice and easy. And we're going to see a bit of a reset here unless MT want to move off of this, which it actually looks like they are. Cicerus jumping forward onto that shed. They're pressuring them back. doing what they can. Cleavy's done a little bit of damage, just started to back Madmen off, and they haven't dropped anyone. I'd expect the bomb to come forward here as Hertz picks off a Cleavy. He's looking for more, actually. He's in a lot of trouble, though. Yui will evaporate him with the scatter gun, but it's Ohai and Mana picking off frags there as well, and Jono needs to start backing up unless Yui can do anything else. He does get Ohai, but that's going to be it. Now Cookie should die, so it is just Jono on mid, and he killbinds wisely.
So they've got this midpoint, and Aklavi is, he's got a quite a forward position. He's going to try run out, but he's probably not going to get anything done with that. Hopefully we won't have anyone walking straight at a mid and getting a kill, which nearly happened earlier on to MT, but won't be seeing that repeated. GR is aggressive and saw. He got a rocket off onto Varna and a good amount of damage onto Locked, but Locked absolutely saying, just no, get out of here, you can't be in here. And bounces him up and hits him with the direct, completely annihilating him. Meanwhile, Aklavi, he's got this nice angle on Vanquish. He spots him, tries to chase him, but now he's on the back of Nat. He beats that first shot.
The blind dead. Actually, he tried to get the pop on the soldier, but he killed the demo man with it. Uber is popped off here by Vanna. Seeing what he can get, Locke's going to grab Susurrus with it. It's just JR and Jono backing up, but Jono's coming up closer on that Uber. He's got the advantage. They should be able to pick up Nat from behind. Yui on Sniper. He's going to tag him heavily. Can't clean him up. Nat is so hurt, and Yule's actually gone down to Vanna.
Yeah, it was a great crossfire from him to take down Yule. I mean, GR's going to get caught out there, and then it's just going to be Jono running back into mid. He's got a good amount of players for this last hold, but really not what he wants. But the good thing is Madmen are down quite a few, so they're just going to have to sit on second and probably push in slowly. Hurts very low on health, actually. Did he just get headshot? I heard a headshot sound. I'm not sure what that was, actually. Huh.
Well, Yui was on Sniper. He did just fall back, and actually Nat is going to walk into GR, and they're going to have the Roamer special killing each other. Now we got the push coming out here. MT's trying to move forward. Ohai, my lord, Ohai is in behind. He's going to get this back cap absolutely easy. There it is. That's the round. Absolutely heads up play there by Ohai.
Just easy. Honestly, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. He analyzed that situation absolutely perfectly, and whether or not Madmen were actually considering that could happen, he absolutely nailed the execution and got it perfectly without any problems.
Well, now we have another mid-fight coming down here. Hertz is going to beat Yule this time, getting out there a lot faster. Does not connect on the sticky again. Neither of them have done that early damage to each other. Now it's Hertz putting in a lot of damage onto Yule, and that's a good way to open this mid up. Nat pressing forward. It's actually going to be Vanquish on Madmen's going to be the first casualty. However, Luck will even that up, picking off a Clavy. But the positioning, again, is a little bit better for Madmen. Susurrus is in a lot of trouble here as well. Somehow actually gets Locked the Crater on him. So despite this looking bleaker for MT, it's actually turning out quite well for them, especially with Yui running forward late in this mid. Picks off Ohai. Hertz is already dead. Yui runs right into Vanna. Now there's just Nat looking for the medic, and he will not find him.
Yeah, no, that was just another typical mid, to be honest. There was a lot of kills going either way, but in the end, Madmen just got, completely shut down. 3 players left on the side of MT at the end of that. I mean, honestly, it's a good sign that they got something done, but it was just far too dominant for Madmen to do anything about that. So they're all the way on last now. They have the Sentry ready, not in the flank position that it was in last time. So maybe not really willing to try their luck twice, because it didn't work the first time.
Worth noting is Ohai is actually up here on Sniper. Jono's walking right into his sightline. Actually is not going to get anything, and he should get absolutely mulched. What an air shot! Susurrus saw that one from a mile away. Yule hitting a nice pipe on that as well, and that is absolute annihilation.
That was absolutely awesome from him. I saw that too, just perfect. I saw the rocket sail to him. So the last push is coming in now. The Uber's come out from MT. The Sentry goes down pretty early on. The NG isn't close enough to really do much about it. He's got the rescue range, but not much else is going to get done. A lot of picks going out either way. Varna goes down, and it's just Locke sitting on the point with Nat. Klavi's going to run back to his teammate, and he's peeking in, maybe wanting to go for a push. GR, he's actually trying to bait for him, it looks like, but they actually know a lot better than that to get too aggressive just after this push. They're playing quite passively. The NG has disappeared, so they're probably looking to push up into second at some point, but of course MT not really having that much of a stronghold on the lobby, so they're just shooting at each other, scoping each other out. This looks like the moment where Madmen are going to actually start taking lobby here. because they just noticed no one's in there, but maybe not change their mind.
Well, now Aklavia and GR seeing if they can catch Vanquish out. Aklavia's actually just walking in, seeing what he can find. He might get in a lot of trouble. And he is. He eats a big pipe from Hertz there, so that's an absolutely crucial pick. Yui does hit a nice headshot on the lock. That's going to stunt the forward movement here. And we'll see. Can he find anything else? And it's actually Nat. He gets annihilated. Yule with another nice pipe onto an aerial soldier. So good plays from him to delay that. And now we should see MT coming in here. Ubers are up. Although they might just be working to open up space for Yui to get a headshot. Hertz is actually peeking a sightline. That's a dangerous position. Misses. Yeah, Yui, he doesn't miss much.
He's too busy taking out the stickies to focus on Hertz. He's still picking that angle. He knows the sniper's there. He's playing so risky, but now he's backed off. He's playing too passively. He's making sure he's got the stickies there. He's not going to go for anything crazy.
Oh, now Yui's up in that drop-down area. This is his next line. He actually has a line on Vanna. Oh, my lord. Can he actually do this? Peeks in, and he's looking for anything all the way in. Picks off Locke, and Ohio and Nat are already down, so this is very good. The Ubers popped out here off of Vanna, flashing around onto Hertz and Vanquish, seeing what they can do, and now Jono pops out. Gets to do it nice and late. Hertz is very late, and this should be an absolute mulching coming in. That's what it is. 3-1 MT.
That was great from them, although I didn't see the aggressiveness from Yui, or the effectiveness from Yui that I wanted to see. He got that one pick, but realistically it should have been a lot more effective with the angles that he had, and missing that shot onto Hertz and lowers was a pretty significant miss. And coming from Yui, it's not something you see very often, so I'm confused about that one.
Well, now we'll see if you can kind of rectify that on this next mid, as he's done so far on the other mids that his team has won. Neither team done too much just spamming, and actually GR gets denied nicely from Locke. He's been an absolute monster on these mid. We'll get cleaned up by the fadeaway rocket from Cicerus, and Yui has grabbed Nat. Yule, big pipe on the whole high, and it's just players trying to escape with their life. And there will actually be 3 of them to get out this time, including Vanna, so we should see a little bit of a slower pace. Although maybe not, MT are working this quite aggressively. And we'll actually take second for free by the looks of it, although Hertz is trying to spam and delay. Running the risk of getting caught there. And actually there's a scout, very in-depth. He actually forces Vanna. That was, who was that? I think that was you. No, Aklavia, sorry. Really nice play from him. Ubers are exchanged out. Nat got the force back, so that is a very nice answer out of him.
So GR is actually on Spy here, looking like he wants to go onto mid, maybe pick up Varney. He's going through unders right now. There's no players watching it, so it's just that heavy sitting up the top. Just walking around, maybe waiting for someone to walk through lower, but don't think anyone's going to even... He's going to get a little bit... Did he get tickled by that? No, he didn't he get touched?
Look at Yui. Yui's just run in, and Locke is in a lot of trouble. GR somehow didn't actually run into him, but man... Really beautiful play there coming in from Yui. He's just looking absolutely dominant. Looking almost, you know, he's a little bit off, but he's slowly getting back into that landform we saw at I-58, and, you know, hopefully we'll see again. ESA maybe? Come on, Jasmine, I know you want to.
Who wouldn't want to, honestly? Everyone wants to see Jasmine at next LAN.
Yeah, maybe we should make a fundraiser for them, even. Who knows if they can go, it's just... See if we can raise tickets for all 6 of them. But as I say that, you know, we've got the stalemate. Aklavia is actually going to pick off Vanquish, but GR, here it is, gets right into the gets a drop, and he gets Hertz too! 2 massive picks, that's a double man, and a med drop, and a huge midi coming in there from Cicerus onto Nat. This should be the round. Absolutely insane!
Too easy. Absolutely just too easy. Those backstabs were just ready for him. They were set up, put there in place by Gaben himself for him to be able to open up that last push, and it really did. There was absolutely nothing that Madman could do after that. That was an insane play from him. Unfortunate on the side of Madman that it happened, but you know, what can you do?
Oh, and it looks like Hertz crashed. He was a little bit slow on that mid. GR tries to capitalize off that, gets absolutely mulched off the bat. So that's another good start here on these mids for Madmen, but let's see if they can finish strong. That's something that they've been lacking, and a huge midi coming out there from a Hertz and Locke. Hertz will also clean up Aklavia, so those are massive, massive plays. Now this is going to be a very dominant mid for Madmen. Ohai has killed Yule as well. And now they're actually rolling all this way into second.
Yeah, their fight's continuing on second when mid hasn't even been captured. It's just about to be, but Locke's quite a lot. He's going to run back to the health pack. GR going in for the bomb. The air shots are missed, but the pipe is hit at close range, and a lot of scout damage going onto him. Nothing came of that.
I want to talk about that because Locke had predicted him with ease, and Ohai actually hit enough damage onto the soldier to kind of stuff him in the air. So he absolutely robbed Locke of another massive air shot. It happens. Feels bad. At least they did get the...
We do have a Yui sniper and a GR heavy. Hopefully Yui's going to get something done because Ubers are even. If he gets that mid pick, he's going up into drop down. He's so aggressive right now. Vanquish, no, he's decided not to peek there. That could have been an insane play from him if he actually manages to hit the shot, which, knowing Yui, he will. Vanquish right beneath him. He's actually gone in close onto him, but he's not going to go for the headshot. He's running back. Smart man that he is. GR's going to try to clear it out, see if there's anyone he can get a pick onto, but the rest of the players just collapsing on him now. They're going to try and see if they can pick him up just outside of Shutter, but he's
Yui.
Oh, Yui. We knew it was going to happen. It had to happen at some point. GR, though, very aggressive now in lower lobby. He's actually just got a kill onto Nat. Now he's going back on... No, he's just running around underneath. Maybe someone else will run down and meet him, but anyway, Locke goes down, but he trades for Jono.
Jono. That is absolutely crucial. And now the Super's popped in here in upper lobby out of Vanna. They're running around. They haven't actually spotted Yui, so Yui's in behind Hertz, doing a lot of damage on him. That's 2 huge picks as Cesaris picks off Vanquish as well, and that's actually going to do a good job denying the push. Cookie will get cleaned up by Ohai, and this push is still coming in here, but it's on what Yui can do. He's reloading that scattergun, trying to do a lot of damage. We have a little med fight, and Vanna will get the kill on Jono, but Yui cleans him up, gets a second one, walks on the point. Yui has to get there. He can. 4-2.
That mid Ubisoft fight just exemplifies how scrappy that last was. I mean, players were 1v1ing all over the place. There was some combined damage, but for the most part, it was just player versus player. And Yui not being able to get onto last fast enough is very unfortunate, but it's an easy thing to do, or mistake to make.
Well, now in this next mid-fight, Hertz and Yule again dueling with those stickies. Hertz is the one getting the worst end of the stickies on this mid. Looking to see what Locke can do. He's done a lot of work on these mids, a lot of middies. And actually hits a nice little splash onto a Clavey there. The collapse has started to come in. GR gets picked off. Does grab Hertz though, and Nat has gone down to Cesaris. Locke going right forward. He gets cleaned up as well, and this is another good mid for Madman. And it looks like, ooh, Yui and Clevey want this. They might actually go hard after Vanna. That's exactly what they're doing. Can they kill the scout, Vanquish, and the medic? They're looking for it. They're so thirsty.
Oh my god,
like they're not gonna get it. They're both gonna die.
Nat, coming with that bomb, manages to save them. Jono's actually really far up. Maybe wanted to catch up with the scouts, then wait for the soldiers, but they've got way too aggressive on the last there. They must have expected that someone was going to respawn and take them out. Maybe a bit of a meme play or something like that, but weren't able to get anything done with the one. Meanwhile, Locke walks straight out into Yule Stickies. GR going down in the meantime. The Uber's used from both sides. It looks like it's going to be more favourable from the side of Madmen with their player advantage that they have. Jono's on half health, and the rest of Madmen are pushing out now. Vanquish, he's low, but he's getting aggressive either way. Yui manages to pick up a kill, and Vanquish goes down to a Clive at the same time. So that little mid-fight or re-push did go the way of Madmen, but it very easily could have gone either way at the Uber swaps, but the multi did go incorrectly for the other side of MT.
And now Cesaris is bombing up there. Actually, it's cleaned up by Nat and Locke. They've done such a good job locking down this upper area, no pun intended. Nat's going to get cleaned up by Yui this time, though. And the push is slowed up a little bit for MT. Locke doing a lot of work, and he gets another midi there. How does this man keep doing it? Yui should get him this time. No, it's actually made GR to clean him up. Although Vanquish will get that crate immediately. Vanquish walks in, one-shots Yui as well. Not before Yui grabbed Ohai in the mid. Will get capped by MT. They come out on the better end of that one.
He's really locking on to those air shots there. Quite impressive to see.
Hey man, maybe a toggle here or something. Holy, Locke is going off. Now just Hertz in that, trying to delay before Locke, Vanquish, and Ohai can get here. I'm not too sure they can before they get locked down. They actually have done a good job of this. Locke's going right in there, right on top of Yule. Now the Ubers are actually exchanged here. And it's looking a lot better for the side of Madmen. They haven't flashed as much. Now can they get the kills in this post-Uber exchange? Hertz picks off Yule. That's a good start. Grabs Yui as well. And Clavey might be in trouble, as is Cesaris. got
went
Vanna.
in deep there on second and took him down. He had players all around him, but he just got the damage that he needed to. But it doesn't matter. They don't need a mid. They're just going to push straight into mid. They do have the power to contest this, but I don't think they want to do it because they do have quite a poor position to deal with the players that they have on that midpoint. They've got a good hold on it right now, but Vanna's coming up now, so when he gets there, that's definitely going to be solidified. But they're going to push a little bit early. Cookie jumping onto Hut there. Nat's going to be moving around trying to mitigate that, as they do have a presence from both teams right now. The health advantage definitely going the way of MT, but Susurus jumping up a little bit too aggressive, takes a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Nat goes down to a Clavi. It's GR.
Oh my lord, another one! How many are you going to hit in this match? This is reminiscent of like watching that Yuki POV from that game at I-52 against Mix-Up. It is absolutely mental how many of these he has hit. Inhuman play out of him today.
Absolutely just needs to calm down a little bit, chill out. You know, it's a Summer Cup. I know it's a grand final, but you know, these air shots, completely unbelievable. Honestly, he's just absolutely nailing every single one that he has a chance to hit. You know, so we do have the second push coming in from the side of MT. Uber is called from fake called from Jono there. Sorry, my mistake. But Ohai actually on the sniper peeking into second. He hasn't got anything. Yui picks up Nat on the bomb, but Clivy's actually just walked straight in. Ohai picks up Jono. Oh wow.
That is a drop. Throw a +2.
Oh, it was a drop. My bad. Man, that's an amazing play out of him then. Yui's just going to be running around on second. He's actually going to see if he can stop Hurts from doing anything about this, because he doesn't have the players to back him up, and he's going to get the kill. So because Madmen weren't actually very fast on capturing or retaking that mid, they kind of just left it and left Hurts to stand on it. He just got rushed by a scout and he had no one there to help him out. So good play from Yui, not running away, but GR going in on Vanna right now, but he's got a soldier behind, 2 soldiers actually. Locke's going to get taken down. Susurus, nice rockets onto him. Meanwhile, we've got the 3 players pushing up. Ohai quite low, but the Uber is popped from the side of Madmen. You're going down to a Hurt sticky. Meanwhile, Ohai trying to run around onto Jono, but he doesn't get enough damage on him to get that kill. Meanwhile, he does go down to Yui from a long-range scattergun shot, though. Might actually go quite well for them on, maybe even get a repush out of them. Maybe.
Yui was an absolute monster there. He's just rolling through with the 8K. He does finally get cleaned up, but that should be enough for MT to be able to come back in here. And actually, no, now the spam from Locke and Hurts as well locked them off. They've jumped out the window. They're seeing what they can do here. Vanna's going to start to back up. And it's Locke going right forward, trying to get a pick there.
Yo.
Actually gets eaten alive by the pipes from Yule. And now it's just a lot of spam on the second point, but they should be getting down this pretty quick. Now here's the key. There's 4 minutes left. Time's not good, so Madmen need to kind of push the issue here. They really don't have the health to do it or the Uber advantage. Now it's popped out of Jono right out of lower here. This could actually be the game here if this push goes well for MT. And they just got the point. They're just capping it right away. They might get so close. Oh man.
Wow, that cap time is insane.
Nipple hairs, as Seabear would say. But all the frags have come in here from Madmen. It's just GR, and they know where he is. He is in cheese. Should get cleaned up by Ohai. So that's no back cap potential. Actually is going to get the pick and get out.
This is the moment where Madmen need to get really aggressive to catch up on this. They have the second, but realistically their players need to be really, really further ahead than they are. There's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. They just aren't getting aggressive enough, and now they've allowed MT to take Saw, so that's going to be another position they're going to have to contest with. And now there's only 3 minutes 15 left on the clock, so that's another 15 seconds gone. Time is literally ticking away for these guys, and they're just not being fast enough. A Clavi going down, that's going to make it take even long. No, actually, that's going to be good for them. My bad. Nat jumping in, he's going for a bomb, but he doesn't get anything done with it. Susurus takes him down. So Madmen maybe going to just grab the soy area and just not push anything else. Vanquish shooting at GR because he's jumped on the health pack there, but he's not going to hold it too aggressively. They've elected to stay out of Saw until they have more players and a more convincing hold, because that is not what they have right now, and that's what they need. They need to be getting aggressive, as I've been saying. 2 minutes 30 now left in the clock. Time is running out so quickly.
Well, no, yeah, GR has picked off Hurts, and I think we have officially hit garbage time. That's not doable, but that's kind of to be expected. This was MT's Mac pick. You'd think that they win it. No, of course, Locke. Why else? What else? He hits an air shot onto GR. It's just what you what you expect at this point. Is there any air shot he's missed?
Yeah, 2 minutes left on the clock. Yui's going to be on sniper, just picking up from window there. Maybe having a little bit of fun, practicing his DM for the next game. Hopefully we'll see even more sniper out of him on product, which is, always a fun map for sniper. Not always effective unless they're doing work done and the team can adapt around it, but this team, they're Prem, they know how to play with the sniper, especially on product, so hopefully we're seeing a lot more sniper and a lot more great plays from snipers as well.
But here's the thing too, with the amount of work that Yui's done on Scout and kind of the lack of work, I'd say, from coming in from Cicerus on Soldier, I'd actually like to see them throw Cicerus, or formerly known Cookie, on Sniper, because he himself, quite pressures Yui as one of the best snipers. And, with the amount of work he's doing on Scout, that might be more beneficial to have Cookie snipe.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Yui, he hasn't been too effective with sniper, but I think he really does have the potential to be a game carrier when he's on point. But yeah, at the same time, like he just then, even though it's dead time, he just got another kill as Scout, and he did do a huge amount of work as Scout, but what's more entertaining, watching a Scout get, his above average amount of kills, or watching a sniper go nuts
eviscerate Uo with an air shot again. It's what happens. It's Locke. Nothing is better than... This is the Locke show. He's losing this game, and he has been the highlight player.
That is very true. Air shots, every single one of them have been insanely impressive. I hope we see more of that on product. Obviously, it's a most close quarters map, but there's a high skybox and a lot of places to jump, a lot of chances to jump. So hopefully we'll see a lot more air shots out of Locke there. And then, even then, we might even see more air shots out of other soldiers, which would be also quite entertaining. There's a lot of potential for a lot of things on product, so I'm quite excited. So just switching maps over to product now, which will be the second map after MT had won their first map, which was Snakewater, and that was their pick. The second map will be Mad Men's pick, so hopefully they will be able to play to their strengths as they pick this one, so we'll see. Oh, process. Oh, my bad. I was getting Viaduct confused with product. Whoops. So yeah, we are going on to process now. CP_process to clear up any confusion that I may have caused. My apologies. But yeah, we're going on to process. So yeah, that blows about.
And this is good because
out of the
this is a map that I've seen Locke go off on. And that's saying something, considering he just went off on Snakewater. I feel like this is a good map for him. I'm looking forward to see what he can do. Now, Yui went 44-12 in this past one, so I'm looking for him to just be that continual fragging force as he just continues to grind his way back into landform.
Are you going to keep beating that horse?
I want it, okay?
I think everyone does.
I am not kidding that, like, if I had money, even if Jasmine T was awful, I would, like, if I had the money, I would get them to land. Like, I want it that bad. I think everybody wants it that bad. Like, we want it, okay? I want it that way. Tell me why.
Oh, no, please don't. The Mickey Mouse intro was bad enough. We don't need singing.
Oh boy! I can't do that voice anymore.
Please
actually.
Don't.
So,
please don't.
Fun fact: why you may have not seen me cast anything in the last 4 to 6 weeks, or virtually nothing, is straight up because I got incredibly sick, lost my voice, damaged my vocal cords, and I've lost that high range in my voice for now. It's still not back to 100%. You can hear at times I'm a little hoarse, but, I don't mind being a little hoarse if it means that I get to cast some Australian TF2. And this game, this series has delivered so far. Let's see if it can carry through to the second installment.
I think this is definitely something that would be worth damaging your vocal cords for. And, you know, at least the Mickey Mouse intro isn't necessary this time, so you don't need to completely tear apart your vocal cords for this one. And trust me, I wouldn't let you do it anyway. So, that being said, no singing either, because I feel like that's just as, if not more, damaging.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
So just as my co-caster has gone AFK, remember this is Mad Men's pick for this grand final of the Midsummer Night's Cup. These players are the top teams from this single night tournament that we've been running. So hopefully, with MT taking that first map and it being their pick, this should definitely, you know, go the way of Mad Men. You know, if you pick a map, you should be good at it. You should be confident to win it over top of the other team. So, you know, that's the pure logic of a pick ban system. And if it doesn't happen, well, something's gone wrong.
I'm back. If anyone's wondering why I went AFK, read Twitch chat. Because I hate you, Fosm. Yeah,
genuine
so
reasons
this is
to
a
go
match.
AFK. I won't blame you.
This is a match. This will be happening. People will frag. I think Yui will get 40 kills again because he's that absolutely insane. That's one thing I want to talk about. Is like I saw some people in chat just kind of questioning why I'd say you'd want to put Cookie on Sniper instead of Yui when Yui is an absolute monster, or like whether I think Yui's not a good sniper. No, Yui's a monster. Yui, like I have been on record saying that Yui is the best sniper since Sheep. That is on record. You can look up my VOD of me saying that at I-58.
Wow.
That is very much on record. That's before the Crowns Jasmine T game. It's just I think Yui is a better option on Scout. That's what I meant by that. So just wanted to clarify as we are now going live. But yeah, we're live. We're live, mate. And now Hertz is pumped into this choke. He's a little bit slower than his counterpart. Yuo's way on the point before Hertz even gets to choke. A lot of damage actually put on the Hertz as well. So far, this is looking like a better mid for MT just based on the health alone. And now Hertz will be the first casualty. GT picks him up. Nat in a lot of trouble, but Ohio will clean up the GR. Just to make it a little bit better. Now Locke gets raided on top of Jono. He reloads, hits the rocket right before he gets cleaned up. That will be the mid win, but this is working out a little bit better for Madman. Solely because Vanna has escaped with his life and Jono has not.
So they're just going to be holding on ramp here. I mean, they're going to be able to push onto second. Cap Spire, hopefully. I mean, Mad Men could honestly contest it if they felt like it, but probably not the best play. So just setting up for a defense. We don't have any off classes apart from the heavy. I was expecting an NG or maybe even a sniper, but I guess they're too afraid to give out a sniper because that might prompt Yui to do the same. But anyway, looks like the Mad Men actually want to push out from lower lobby now, and that's what they're going to do. GR jumps straight into their faces and gets completely united. Vanquish gets stuck below the spire, gets taken down. Locke going down at the same time. Meanwhile, Varna has used his Uber onto Hertz. Ohai's all the way back. He's ran through IT, just seeing what he's going on. Maybe he's looking for a medic spec that he can take out, but nothing there for him. So MT are actually going to contest this spire here as Mad Men nearly kept it back. Nat's going down as Yui is going down though. It's a scout down for them and Aroma down for Mad Men. So it's just spam going out on either side. Now they're stuck in Shutter, so they might need to rotate to another place. It looks like we do have a blue soldier waiting in lobby to possibly pick someone off. Ohai spotted him now. He's too smart for them and he's beefing his shots a little bit, but he gets it in the end.
Yeah, now we got this push starting to come forward. GR cleaned up, and actually Clavy's going to go down, so that might stunt this, although the Uber is going to be popped off here. It looks like they want to keep going, seeing what else they can find. They find Vanquish, they find Ohai, now the exchange has gone the other way. Locke is getting it popped off on here, and he hasn't actually found anybody. So not an ideal Uber, although I think it should still be able for Mad Men to move out. No, they're going to go back to last.
So they did milk that for a lot longer. Like much longer Mad Men did over top of MT, so that Uber should have worked out much better for them, but it didn't because they just weren't aggressive enough. But anyway, they're going to push into last anyway. No Ubers for either side, so we're not going to see what's going we're not sure what's going to happen here. Hertz is quite low, just standing next to the point. He's got his mid right next to him, but he's not actually healing him. But they're going to get the presence on point because no one's there really to contest them, and they've got 2 scouts, and they've jumped off the point. They need to stand on it. There we go. We finally get it in the end. It's a little bit confusing. Got players jumping off the point, and then we didn't have any players on the point from the side of Madmen at first, but they managed to wisen up just for a second there, but it wasn't fast enough to really do anything about it because MT just so quick to walk straight onto that point where they saw the opportunity. That was a good play from them.
And I just want to say, Cicirus responding after I kind of called out his soldier play. He had a 5k on that last little push there. Just, you know, showing he can shoot the rocket class as well as the clicky class, you know. But now on this next mid, no one has really died yet. Now the aggressive bomb's coming in there. JR gets right on top of Hertz. Hertz will live, though, barely. Nat gets traded out the other way by a Clavey. High cleaned up by Yule as well. So, and now Yui annihilates Locke mid-air with a lovely shot. And that's going to be a mid-win again for MT, looking to take control of this grand finals. Yui still running forward right in there. He's doing a lot of damage. He has not managed to find the kill, but he's still actually on a good amount of health. And now it's going to be his scout teammate coming in there, does a lot of damage to Vanna, gets the force off. And that'll be content for MT as they're going to leapfrog the super advantage unless Nat can get in there. Pops Jono up, cannot clean him up.
I'm actually just wanted to call you out right now. We have seen no lock air shots so far. So,
yeah,
maybe you were just a little bit overhyped, or... But, you know, probably just as I say that he'll probably hit something insane. But anyway, the Uber was used from MT there. Jono's going to get out of Shadow. He's quite hurt, but he's not going to go down. So that's a plus for them, even though the Uber completely failed. He's sitting on Spire. It looks like Madmen are just going to peek out of Shadow there. I think they were just seeing how many players were actually there, how many they had to contest on their side. Probably not the best option. Alright, getting aggressive, but he's just making sure, getting a read of the situation. And we're just going to be in a bit of a stalemate as we see Varna just going to get his Uber now, and Jono, he's going to be quite far behind. He's on 70%. He's building, but the question is, it's going to be fast enough. So Madmen need to be moving fast out of rollout here. Jono might even have his Uber by the time the push fully comes out if they're not faster. They're just coming out of rollout. Locke's really hurt. He goes down, but GR goes down on the bomb at the same time. Yui on Hertz takes him down. Man, that did not go well for them. McClovey gets taken down on the flank. He tried to flank them, but Yui's just going to go in on a Vanquish now. He's going to be pushing last. Just the 2 players that he has to contend with. That's just a mid and a soldier. He has the Uber. He has the opportunity to use it. Uses it to save Vanquish. Meanwhile, the Uber has been popped off, drawn onto Susurus. He's got a demo with him to help him out. No scouts in at the moment. Yui, though, just catching up as I say there. They haven't got any point presence, and they're actually kind of getting forced a little bit back. Yui goes down to nice rockets from Nat, so that is a confirmed fail push from the side of MT there. They got the 2 picks on the way out. Yule and GR, though, going down on the escape. Lock's going in on Jono. Probably going to pick him off here. He's got no place to go. Jukes out the rockets quite nicely. He does actually manage to get out there.
But there's a back cap! A Clavey! Making it 2-0. You gotta cover your exits. Come on.
Susurus, he just got annihilated. I think it was whoever the blue red demo is. Hertz got a nice pipe. He was sitting on grass, and Susurus was all the way up in the air just above Spire, and he completely annihilated him. I hope someone saw that.
Well, and speaking of Hertz, he got damaged very early on that mid fight. It's actually going to be a Clavey getting the opening pick on Vanquish, though. And now we're seeing what else. Fragging comes down. High goes down, and it's just going to be everybody backing out. Locke with a nice little air shot there, though. Nat does manage to kill himself, so that erases any advantage gained from the Locke air shot. Now Locke gets cleaned up by Cicirus. He, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, had the high ground and won the fight because of it. Now Clavey, he's really still in there, gets cleaned up, and this is just an absolute wall of push from MT. They're moving together, pushing together, and they're fragging together. Cicirus picks off Vanna. I think they're going to back out now, just let Jono regroup, get his players back, players healed, and move in with full Uber, and that's exactly what it looks like they're doing. Nat might go for a bomb to erase this. He gets actually boosted by his teammate, gets on there, and the force comes out, but they're selling out for this. 4 players out here. Locke and Ohai also going down, so there's just 3 on this last, and, you know, the wave of MT will continue to roll. Hertz cleaned up, GR on the point, Vanquish the only one near, and he gets annihilated by an air shot. That was absolutely dominant.
That was amazing from them. It was so cool to see. I do want to say that I stand corrected. Locke got the air shot. I will say it was not nearly as cool as the one Hertz got onto, the pipe air shot that Hertz got onto Susurrus. But yes, you were correct. His air shots are hopefully going to be coming back in this round.
And now GR gets kind of stuffed there by Ohai, just seeing what he can find. Locke going forward, hits a nice rocket onto Kalevi, although he's going to get cleaned up by Susurrus again with the high ground. Vanquish and Hertz down as well, and MT, they know how to process. It is very clear about that, and Nat's going to, oh, he's actually going to get Ewell out of that. I thought he was just going to get absolutely eviscerated. And now mid will go down, second will go down too, and that gives them even overs this time on last because Vanna lived.
Klavi's just going to be joining his team at Spy. He's got a long way to run, but hopefully he'll be there. Jono's got his Uber, and so does Ivana, just as they both get it at the same time almost. Oh, actually, Locke going all the way in. He gets air shot, and so much damage dealt to him, but Ivana saves him with the Uber. Meanwhile, Ohai is getting aggressive, takes down GR. Meanwhile, the Uber is popped out from Jono, so they're going to push them back into rollout. The question is, are they going to be able to hold Spy? Surely the repush will come from Madman. No, they just lost a player there. They lost Ohai on Shutter.
They lost two of them with one rocket. So Sirius grabbed the Ohai and Locke, and really, if you're trying to hold last, that's not what you want to see happening. As the players are starting to move in here, and that's actually put enough pressure on GR to kind of delay this. But there's a soldier right up top doing a lot of damage, and now Aklevi does pick up, and it's actually Jono with the crossbow, and now the cap's gonna go down. 4-0 match point. Series point coming up here as the Aklevi got a couple kills with the sword at the very end.
So the map pick's actually not going this was Madmen's map pick, and it's not really going the way that they wanted it to, especially after MT won their map pick. So this is quite interesting to see.
Well, now Ewell's very hurt on this mid. That's a good adjustment so far, just the amount of damage they put out here early. And no one's really jumped. Oh, it's because Yui's on Sniper. He does a lot of damage to Nat. He's looking for more. And that's going to be enough. I mean, Ewell's already vaporized Vanquish. Ohai coming in behind. We'll probably one-shot Yui. Yeah, one-shot Yui. Can he actually get Jono? He does too. Ohai! Those are crucial picks. Now that means that Van and Locke and Hertz are going to start moving forward here. I'm not sure how I feel about this decision just because there are still scouts alive. And now GR lands right on top of Vanna and hits the long-range spam onto him. And a huge air shot onto Locke as well. GR coming into his own on this map. And now Nat being chased by Aklevi's sword. And Aklevi kills himself. Throw. But Locke gets cleaned up by GR as well. So this mid is somehow not over. It's now Nat versus GR. GR's going to jump get out as now Yui walks back into choke. And if he was on scout, this would be much nicer for his team. Unless he can hit them big headshots. And he's not even hit anybody yet, to be honest with you.
Actually, I just want to point out, Susurrus got bounced so high in that mid push that he actually hit the skybot.
Did you just see what happened to Ohai?
No.
He was popped up from something as he killed the demo man, and then got body shot fully or headshot by Yui, and launched him from choke all the way to his own health pack.
A very lucky
And now this is the wave of Hertz. The wave of Madmen, they're rolling forward. Vanquish on a third kill here. In Vanquish, he wants more. He's just running straight through Shutter. And he gets annihilated. I'm not sure what that was, Vanquish. Come on.
So, just sitting in last now is the MT team. Madmen looking like they want to push. We do have the Uber about to be... we do have the Uber on both teams, actually. So, a push is surely going to come out. GR down the bottom of Spy now. He's right behind Varner, and he has no one watching his back. He's going to decloak. Surely they heard it. No, he didn't. Oh, he's definitely going to get this. No,
but Vanquish saw him.
Yeah. Oh, poor timing from GR. He should have had that, but just got spotted out by Vanquish from choke. The rest of MT are just sitting in lobby. They do lose a Klavi. Susurrus getting good damage onto Locke, but it's not going to be enough to get a pick. And Madmen have spotted that vulnerability, and now they're pushing in. They've got them on the other side of the point, so it's just absolute team fire. Now GR's up on Sniper and Spawn. He's actually trying to pick up Ivana, but he's too close up for him to hit that shot accurately. The Uber's just coming out now too. We do have players just bouncing around all over the place, and Madmen don't have the presence that they need to have, and Nat's so far behind compared to the rest of the team. We do have Locke going in deep, Nat following him, takes down a player and then goes down himself to a crossbow. But yeah, they do get the presence on the point in the end, and they finally get around. So it's 4-1 in the hands of MT, but around finally.
I just want to say that if Hertz doesn't come up spy this map, that'll have made it 3 consecutive maps that Hertz hasn't gone spy, and I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Yes, he's playing demo, but it still hurts.
I mean, we haven't.
So that's.
I mean, he said he would. Red Hawk issued the challenge. I'll never drop to a Hertz spy, and you know he clearly isn't that experienced to spy if he never plays it. So you know, not going very well for him.
But now in this mid, the picks are coming in very heavily for Madmen. Hertz, Vanquish, and Ohio have grabbed 3 of them. Hertz and Vanna are actually going to get the next 2 there. GR is trying to get out on 30 HP. He'll be fine, but an absolutely dominating win as Vanna will live. Don't call it a comeback. Madmen have been here for years.
So Madmen are going to be pushing into last again. So hopefully we might see this become 4-2, and it will get very, very interesting once that happens. So here they come, pushing in now. Ubers are not even at all. Jono's, he's on 16%. The Ubers popped out quite early. The sentry's right there. They don't have the Uber to deal with it. They just pop it on at the right spot. Yui gets a nice shot onto Vanquish. Sentry gun going down. Ohai, Nat, and Hertz all going down at the same time though. Locks in on the outside spawn, but he gets taken down by a scout. Easy peasy. That did not work out well for them.
Was a last push where 1 player died, the demo man, for the defending team. Something went wrong there. Come on, Madman, you gotta have a little bit better form than that, because this is huge. They've already gotten second off this. They're rolling into mid. The players aren't quite here fully for Madmen. So if they cannot use Uber here, that'll leave them with Uber advantage to walk into second, which is absolutely huge. Nat going to try and get rid of that. It's a nice rocket. Jono, Balls of Steel doesn't pop that one off. Actually picks off Nat. So this is looking quite good. Locke has grabbed GR. Locke's looking for more. He's actually jumping right onto 1 scout. Gets 1, gets 2. Locke. He's got rockets for days, that's for sure. And now he's looking for Susurrus as well. Staying on Sickies. He's still alive, and this is an absolutely scrappy fight. And Jono's just going to give in and pop it off as they get everybody. Locke finally going down. Middle go down, and they should be able to move forward into second. Actually, no, there's 3 players on second. But look at Nat. Do they know he's here? Nat's going to bomb right in on top of the point. Can he get Jono? He actually gives up a saw, I believe. But that won't matter because Vanquish cleans him up.
So that was a good play from him. The damage was dealt, not the kill, but the double sack from mid, kind of questionable, but they got the mid in the end. And I mean, now Varna's going to have a solid size Uber advantage. It's not too big right now, but it's going to be there. When
it's not going to last anyways. Yui walks in 2 shots Vanna with some nice movement, and this is feeling rough for Madmen again, trying to push them to map point.
So just the 4 players at the moment for Madmen, and I'm not sure if MT are actually aware of that they could have pushed in much earlier, but it's too late now. The sentry's ready to go, and the team have both teams are taking their positions, and I'm hoping that MT are going to realize that they should really get pushing sometime soon. I mean, they could have done it without the Uber, but they're going to need it now, which is good because they're building for it. So hopefully the push will be coming in as soon as they get that. Vanquish not hiding that sentry gun whatsoever, so hopefully that won't get destroyed too early on to actually do anything. But it just depends. Yui's going to spot it out immediately. They're just going to push back. A soldier's going to take a few peeks, and the Uber is used onto Yul, so he can take it down. Goes down instantly. Meanwhile, the majority of the players for Madmen are on the left side, so far away from the point. The Uber's just about to fade, but the Uber's used from Madmen, and they're just going to deal a lot of damage. Yui getting very hurt, but he is going to go out. Jono goes down. Meanwhile, the rest of MT are going to be pushing in through rollout now. They get 2 kills. That's Locke and Nat going down. The Meek Varna goes down. The Hurt's getting taken so low, and it's just Vanquish who doesn't have the presence on the point, and they can just walk onto it and take it. So that's 5-1 going in the hands of MT for this map pick.
And that's setting up another map point, but also worth noting is there's 12.5 minutes left, and I mean 4 rounds is still doable, but a loss here on this mid is going to start to put time and pressure on Both demos going very fast. Hertz gets there a little bit faster. Nat actually flying in there quite quickly. He's going to get cleaned up by a Clavey early. Not what you want from Madman. You want to see that pick, that soldier convert a pick, not get turned into one. And now Locke, speaking of getting turned into a pick, gets cleaned up instantly. Hertz going down here as well. Vanquish as well. It's an absolutely dominating play, and I don't think Vanna will actually be able to get out here as the hunt is on. Well, no, actually, I would have liked to have seen Yule bomb forward and kind of lock that shutter out. Didn't like to go for it, but there's still a lot of players for MT in on this last point. They haven't even capped mid yet, and Yule's going to pick off high. So those are huge, huge plays coming out of the MT team.
Actually, I just wanted to point out that
oh my lord, a Clavey.
That can't happen. Just how do things like this happen? This has just been such an insane series. The amount of players that we're seeing is just insane for such a small time frame. Yule gets caught out absolutely cleanly by Locke. So much damage dealt to him so quickly. His meta couldn't save him in time. The Ubers are exchanged, and the Ubers looks like it's going to go in the favor of actually the side of Madmen. Mimty's mid's going to get caught out and roll out there. Not sure what happened to him. Yui's just going to pick into Shutter. He's got Ohai to deal with behind him, and the 1v1's going to be interrupted by Locke, who's going to pick him up with some nice rockets. So now MT all the way back at mid, and Madmen probably going to roll straight in. They have Varna with them on 50%. Meanwhile, Jono's nowhere near mid. He's just walking into choke literally as I speak. Oh, Chloe!
Okay. He gets Ohai, he gets Vanna with a headshot. That's not fair. Just 2 shots, 2 kills. He's making it look so easy.
What more can you do? Honestly, what more can you do? All you wanted to do is walk through choke, and a player just stops 2 players from doing that. As if it was nothing. Literally as if it was nothing. That was just 1 shot off the other, boom, boom, 2 players down. That push is completely stomped. Yule's actually all the way on Spire right now, fighting with Ohai. Well, the rest of his team is going to join him right now. That's Yui and Sussurus.
Well, and Nat's actually in behind. So with Jono on the point, Nat should have a free bomb onto him. He gets it. Whiffs the air shot. Does still land on his head, though. Lucky for him that Jono's surf wasn't better. But Sussurus and Yui are combining for picks. 3 of them. Vanna's in trouble. Cap's coming down. That's the series. That's the final. MT are your Midsummer Night's Cup champion.
I just want to say, before anything else, this series that we've been casting has been absolutely amazing. The amount of amazing players has just been extraordinary for just the few maps that we casted. I mean, we had amazing air shots from Locke. We had Yui going 44 to 11, was it? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I loved every second of this. It was just great.
Yeah, and I mean, if anyone missed that opening Snakewater match, someone should probably post on TFTV, ask for Locke to post his POV, because that was a frag video in its own. Like, yes, his team lost, but I can't stress enough just how mental that that map was for him.
Yeah.
Overall, though, like Yui again too. Yui put on a show. That demo was one like, man. Please, some frag video maker, please get the STVs for this, POVs, whatever you need, because this finals alone, there was so much content for that I would love to see that.
I myself I'm actually very disappointed that the back cap distracted from that absolutely insane air shot, pipe air shot from Hertz, because that was the best air shot of that entire series. And no one saw it because of the back cap, and it's quite disappointing. Yeah, I think Hertz will be quite chuffed with that one because it was just insane. Just like the rest of the series, in all honesty.
But yeah, so that's been the Midsummer Night Cup. There's going to be another one, though. Did you know that, GBJ?
There is. Tell me more.
Yeah, it'll be sometime in January. We're not too sure when. And yeah, it'll be sometime mid-January. Stay tuned for that. And speaking of mid-January, closer to the end of January 20th weekend is Esports Arena LAN. We got the best teams North America has to offer, the best team that Europe has to offer, and maybe some other stuff coming out there too. Stay tuned for that one. I'm excited to be casting at it. And it should be the TF2 event of the summer for you guys, or winter for me. So definitely pay attention to that. And I want to give a shout out here as well, while I'm rambling, to our fantastic cameraman Wiethoofd, who's done a fantastic job once again on production. And of course, GBJ, it's been an absolute honor and pleasure to cast with you.
Thank you, Dreamboat. I do want to do a quick little shout out of my own. Wiethoofd, he does a lot of the programming for a lot of the overlay stuff and the design for it. And have you seen it tonight? Executed flawlessly, and it was just an amazing thing. Just the entire thing. And honestly, I don't think he gets the thanks that he deserves for all the work that he does, because all of this, same to you, Wiethoofd, this is all voluntary from everyone, and the amount of work that everyone puts in, from Vib to me to Dreamboat to Fozzle to
I think we need to hold
insane.
on, back up. I think we need to give a giant shout out to Fozzle. He did an incredible. Not only is he running TF Live, he did an incredible job running this cup as well. And it's not easy running an org, and he does an absolute stand-up job every single day. And having to deal with some of the stuff that you got to deal with in that ozfortress Slack is not easy as well. So I want some hearts to come out there for Fozzum, the absolute legend. And I do want to also shout out the fact that Australia seems like it's a weird country, because it's apparently summer for you. And I'm looking outside. It's now -10. It's still snowing.
How does it get to -10?
I live in Canada.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Hold on. So I'm in British Columbia, which is actually one of the warmer places in Canada right now.
What?
Winnipeg is -35 Celsius.
Wow. Okay, that's a little bit different to the temperatures I'll be experiencing in Australia right now.
Yeah, what? It's like 30 degrees for you? Celsius?
Not for me, yeah, but 30 degrees sounds pretty good.
That would be nice. But yeah, I'll just reiterate before we call it a day. There's going to be another Summer Cup sometime in January. Stay tuned for that one. And if you're feeling generous, there's a fundraiser for the European Team 7. There may be a fundraiser for another team coming out there at some point as well. But if we want to make this esports arena LAN in January absolutely the best LAN we can, you guys gotta go out there, donate. You can also donate to the prize pool so that teams win more money. And I believe for every person that donates, GoFundMe will match $1 for that. So if 5,000 people donate $1, $10,000 is in the prize pool. That's pretty sick. So yeah, go out and donate.
Alright, I believe that'll be all from us, and we'll probably see you next time at the next Midsummer Nights Cup. See you later, guys.
Have a good evening. Drive safe.